Welcome back, listeners, to Han Took Shots First. I'm Derek.
I'm Jack.
Guess what? I'm Whitney.
And this week, we're here to talk about the brand spanking new Mandalorian and Grogu. So, spoilers alerts and whatnot.
Ooh, we get a klaxon in this movie. Spoiler.
We obviously, saw it in theaters, so don't have notes and stuff. So it's not going to be detailed, but we are going to talk about spoilers. So,
And I got some more fun things here and there, kind of peppered in, a little pepper for people that watch the cartoons.
Some little cracked pepper for you.
and you're going to have to help
pepper.
Jack because, much like the original Star Wars, most of these characters don't actually get names in the movie.
Correct.
Yeah,
So-
that's fair.
I
I want to start. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead,
I cut you off. How manly of me.
And it's your podcast. I'm just the guest.
Well, I just want to give a quick, brief talk about my viewing experience. Was kind of fun.
Okay.
Bought a ticket in a mostly empty theater. Then it filled out. I was pretty happy to see it was filled out. A lot of kids there with their parents. I thought that was a cute thing. Star Wars with your children it should always be awesome. But I'm sitting next to this old dude, and we ended up getting to talking. And he said he was stationed here in Tucson in '77, and there was a theater called El Dorado,
Yeah.
which I want to say is now like a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's right
or
across the
Peter
street.
Piper Pizza.
Peter Piper Pizza. It's
Yeah.
right across the street from the theater we saw it in.
Like 1 or 2 screens, I think.
4.
Yeah, it was small.
Well, in '77,
Back in
he said
77, it might have
Oh,
been.
He
might
said it
have
had
been.
1 or 2. He watched Star Wars, and he even called it that. He didn't call it A New Hope. He didn't call it Episode 4. He said, I saw Star Wars 25 times in 1977. But he left 35 minutes before this movie was over.
Because he was gonna die.
That's fair. That's fair. When he solved it. I was just like, it might have even been like 30 minutes. I'm like, dude, we're here. You made it. Like, you just dismount. Whether you hate this movie or not, why leave with 30 minutes left?
It's only 11 minutes longer than the original Star Wars.
That's what got him. He's like, no, that's the perfect length of movie. Star Wars got it right. Everything else after that, trash.
His ride was gonna leave. He had that pre-scheduled bus pickup.
He was checking his smartwatch, so maybe he did get like a notification or something, because he wasn't like groaning and grumbling about the movie. He just, when he got up and left, I was like, "Oh, buddy,
Oh, it was time to take his medication.
you're not going to see little Dad DeLorean and Goblet."
So we can play a box office game. I have 4-day numbers.
Ooh, insert clip here. No, box office.
Ka-ching. Budget was what, 120?
The budget
120?
so
118.
was a reported 166.4 million,
Ooh.
but they got a huge California state tax credit of 21.75 million. So it was about
Okay.
144 million.
Which
With
they said the low budget movie for them, and it is.
yeah, it's the cheapest Star Wars movie that of the Disney era.
Yeah.
So, but with the stuff the internet people are going to gripe about, it costs about $100 million for global marketing. So estimated total budget around 250 million, but 144 for the movie itself.
It has not made 250 yet. I can guarantee that.
I love this internet shit. These people. So this thing comes up and it's like, for this film to break even worldwide, it needs to make $500 to $600 million.
Where's their math?
No,
on
it doesn't.
I don't know how 250 million equals 500 million to break even, but that's me.
Yeah.
But I do have 4-day numbers for the opening weekend.
that? Okay.
I can give you.
It's Heine Loney.
No, I just have the worldwide.
Okay.
So the Heine.
I
I
think
have an idea.
so. I have what they expected it to make in 4 days. If
Okay.
you guys want to
Ooh.
know that,
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
it was projected to make $80 million.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we passed that in 4 days. I'm going to say we at least got 160.
I mean, I can guarantee we passed that because of the walk-up people. Like I said, when I bought my ticket, it was mostly empty online. That's why I picked where I was, and then it was packed. So what did you say, 160?
Yeah, I'm saying 160.
I'm going to
for
go a
the 4
little bit. I'm
days.
going to say 120 million.
So 163 million worldwide.
Nice. Golf clap for Whitney.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys,
You're back.
I'm back.
He's back, baby.
I got my purple
Well,
stars.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, so it made back the budget, the actual budget, not the fucking marketing budget and shit. And the article that I read that had that, which was I think from Deadline, was saying like whoever they were talking to was like, okay, 166 million is a lot better than they were projecting it for, but you combine that with merchandise because I know you bought a popcorn bucket, I know we bought a cup,
Yeah.
I know our friend the classy alcoholic bought a Grogu popcorn bucket.
Aw.
Yeah. I saw
So,
plenty of people buying the there was a Mandalorian cup.
That's
like
what
the helmet.
That's what we got.
Oh, we didn't get
the
the
helmet.
helmet. We just
No,
got
this
the
was
normal
a
cup.
helmet cup.
Okay, I didn't even
And I
see
thought-
that.
Dude, I thought where was that at, buddy?
Right?
Would have
Yeah.
been there sitting with my little sippy sips.
That was only if you got like the ices. That's what it was.
Oh, I wonder.
The Cinemark that we all go to, a lot of the merch they sell, they don't even bring into the places. You have to buy it online. So people might have bought it ahead of time.
Okay.
Our Patreon member, I don't know if we want to mention her name, the one who works at a movie theater.
Oh, yeah.
They had to resupply on the AT-ATs, the popcorn
Yeah.
bucket. They sold out and had to get another shipment.
I wanted one of those. I just can't justify buying like a $80 popcorn bucket that's going to just sit up on a shelf. Like,
I'm not going to use it for popcorn.
yeah.
I know what the AT-AT
put
is.
drugs in
That's
there.
the big guy, right?
That's the four-legged.
What is this two-legged thing? Is it an ATST or?
No, ATST is two-legged, but that's what you see in like Return of the Jedi. This is
I
one
didn't pull that out of my ass. That's a
No,
real
that's
thing.
yeah, that is the correct
Oh,
name.
that's a real thing.
Yeah, that's the correct name of the ones that have people inside of them. The one we
I
see in this
don't
movie is
know
different.
I don't know the serial designation of this, but we saw him in the Clone Wars cartoon.
Okay.
Anakin and Obi-Wan had many adventures on them, and I always thought it was really cool because it's like a sleek, personal design, you know, and it moves faster. I didn't
like
ever
an
think I'd
ostrich.
see it on live action though, so that's cool.
I liked it.
I don't know if you guys noticed the stuff at the beginning with the AT-ATs and that little personal one. It looked a little bit different.
Mhm.
I read online that it was all that stuff is stop motion, and Phil Tippett designed all that stuff.
Oh,
Who's-
I did know Phil Tippett came back. I did know that much.
Yeah. So I mean, because I did comment in my review that the effects in the early part I thought were lacking, and it wasn't the jerkiness because that's the stop motion. It was the composite. Like it didn't look like it was there in the snow place, whatever.
Oh,
planet
when
it-
it was going down the mountain.
Like just all of that. It didn't look like it was there. So like
Mhm.
they were doing stop motion, but presumably doing it on green and then putting that in.
Yeah.
Versus the original movies where they were doing stop motion with little fake snow land and all that stuff, you know? So like I think that hurt early on because it's very beginning of the movie and it looks more fake. And then later on in the movie, the stuff looks a lot better. It looks a lot more real. I
Yeah.
didn't mind the stop motionness though. I could tell right away it was stop motion. That includes Mando riding it. Like it's a little stop motion
Oh, yeah.
Mando on the thing.
We started with a bang.
I don't know where I find the entire the show or recording in its entirety, but I keep seeing these clips of Adam Savage. Is that his name from Mythbusters?
Yeah.
It's him and Jon Favreau going through this like workshop of shit. Like one of the things that they did, there's a very early on, there's a computer game that was they repurposed from a deleted scene from the Tashi Station in the
Oh, that's
original Star Wars. And he's like, he's like, we have so many people that are working on like, how do we fill the margins with these things? The little chicken walker, the ostrich walker that Whitney likes it's from the Clone Wars. And some, you know, it's Dave Filoni. So of course he's going to put that in. But somebody was like, hey, can we get that little computer game that was at the bar in Tashi Station and put it in this?
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Oh, it's very cool because you got nerds making nerd shit. I want to find out where I find the Jon Favreau, Adam Savage whole thing. Because I know I saw another clip where he's going through and Favreau is showing Adam Savage something. He's like, and Adam Savage goes, I built that. He's like, that's what I did for you guys. Like, very cool.
I wonder if it's on one of the TV show Blu-rays or something. I haven't watched all the special features on the shit I have. So
Oh.
Yeah. It does feel very new. Adam Savage is wearing his best Dave Filoni hat.
I was gonna say it's got to be what? Yeah, Adam Savage, Dave Filoni shop at the same hat store, but
Yeah. The salesperson saw them coming a mile away.
speaking of, it's the beard. You can tell by the beard what hat they're gonna
Look at
want.
him. This guy's ready to buy a stupid hat.
He wants to. He thinks he might be Indiana Jones, but like laid back Indiana Jones.
He sees him coming down the sidewalk. Grab me the Indiana Jones, please, from Ozark Trail.
But speaking of Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, I do want to do the tale of the tapes. We didn't do that. So this is directed by Jon Favreau and written by Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and Noah Clore, who I kept making jokes about on our Mando episodes. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? But he's all over this. He's up credited as a producer. He's credited as a writer. So he's one of their guys too. But the internet doesn't hate him.
Not yet. We will.
Well, with a name like Noah.
Funny thing though, the cinematographer on this, so I looked him up because I saw his name come up and I was like, that name is familiar, but not like one of the cinematographers I know, like Dean Cundy or something. I'm like, but I've seen this name. So the guy who shot this movie is, or at least was, Kevin Smith's guy. So it's got to be fun for him to be on a Star Wars, because he did Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Clerks 2, Zack and Miri Make a Porno, Red State, Cop Out.
Yeah.
So like he's done a bunch. Oh, he did Vulgar, which was like one that was Kevin Smith adjacent. It was one of someone else made it, but like,
Cop Out, that one with Bruce Willis.
Yeah, bad.
We got to do that at some point.
Bad.
Yeah. Did you know that's in the
Bad
name of our
gorilla.
title?
What's that?
You said it's a bad movie. It's in the name of our title.
I know, but I was doing the voice of the IG 12 that Grogu gets to drive at the end of.
No,
but it's just yes, no. But I was doing bad.
That's what this movie was missing. Watiti.
So another thing I noticed in the opening credits, which by the way, this movie has opening credits.
Yeah.
Which we've never had. I don't think we've ever had any Star Wars movie.
And
would
I
have
actually
to go back
read the
and
names.
check Andor, or not Andor, Rogue One.
Maybe Rogue One.
That's the only one that it might be, but I don't think we had it in Rogue One because we would have brought it up.
Yeah, and it's interesting. So, but I noticed right up front, we get the first credits are Pedro Pascal, of course, Jeremy Allen White.
Which I was like, what?
He's
I
playing.
knew this was coming.
Is it Rotta or Rhoda?
I
Rada.
think it's Rotta, but I've heard it both ways.
It's R-A-D-D-A.
No, it's Rada.
It's Rotta, which is be Rada, I guess, but or
Like
Rada.
ricotta.
It doesn't matter.
Don't start trying to put English, rules on basic.
It's not even basic. It's Huttese, right?
Yeah, it's true.
But the third and fourth credits, which I thought was really fucking cool, are Brendan Wayne and Lateef Crowder,
I don't know who these people
who
are.
are
will right
the
now.
Mando suit actors.
Oh.
They're the ones who have been playing Mandalorian since the end of season 2.
Oh, that is
Pedro
amazing.
Pascal is in this movie like
5
physically
seconds.
for one scene.
Yeah.
And they kind of wrote it in. I loved how they did it because I'm like, we got to get his helmet off. All right, we've had enough of him. Get his helmet back on.
Kind of like how they did it too, but we'll get to it when we get to
I
there.
mean, we're not going to go through step by step. We'll just talk about it. We'll talk about
Okay.
some stuff in the movie, and then we'll talk about things we like, things we didn't like. And we'll
I'm going to
go-
bring up something I like.
This is an organic discussion kind of
Alright.
situation.
I'm going to bring up something I very, very much like, and that is Ludwig Göransson. I think Ludwig Göransson is one of the best thing that's happened to Star Wars in a long fucking time.
And why
the
is
guy
that?
that does the music.
Okay.
Because this is a different, like, okay, I'm a little disappointed, even though I knew it was coming, that we didn't get the big Star Wars fanfare, yada yada. But this is not a numbered movie. This is Mandalorian Grogu, a Star Wars story, as it will. Even though they left that title off because of the sour taste of Solo. This movie didn't need long string pulls. This movie didn't need John Williams. It needed Ludwig Göransson. Besides, like the opening title, too. When they visit the, I kept calling it Chirac in my head. It's like the space Chicago.
Yeah, the little dirty city planet thing.
Very Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Dude, when they pull into that, it is these like almost John Carpenter-esque synth pop that is so fucking noticeably good.
In it, the guy sitting next to me was dancing. He's like,
It's
"Fuck
it's
yeah."
I thought of Derek. I was like, well, I know one person that's gonna like this fucking score.
I really liked that, and there's parts later on where that comes back and it evolves a little more, and it turns into almost like a hip hop beat type of thing, which makes sense because Ludwig has done most of the scores for, or I think all the scores for,
Fast and Furious.
Sinners.
Ryan Coogler for all his stuff,
Yeah.
for Creed, Sinners, all that. So he puts in this kind of like modern kind of hip hop ish beat with like a synthy 80s kind of score,
Or a
combined.
face-melting solo, guitar solo over it.
but I will say there were some parts where they were doing orchestral for things that needed an orchestral score,
Uh-huh.
and I was I don't normally react to scores the way you guys do. I was sitting there like, this is awful. There was like these little orchestral moments, like parts that went into it where I was like, this sounds like somebody grew up watching Indiana Jones, but only kind of paid attention.
That might have been when I started nodding.
I don't think I noticed the orchestral parts that sucked. I guess I'm more speaking to like, we talked about an Andor that he added, like talk about building. He built electronic music with episodes, and at one point it ends with drums, and we're like, holy shit, that's the first time we've heard an electric guitar and a drum kit in Star Wars. And now he's continuing, and I very much like his feel.
It was a small part of the score. I think most of it I really enjoyed, but there were moments where it got like the adventure music orchestral thing going on, and it just didn't grab me. It just was, so I guess felt very generic.
That's to our point that he's not John Williams. You can't compare him to John Williams. That's not what he's doing. He's doing his thing. Yeah. And when he's doing electronic and his originals, I like it. His string, someone was like, we need orchestra. It's Star Wars. But it's barely Star Wars. And I don't mean that as like a complaint.
Okay. Right. It's definitely not the Skywalker saga.
This does. Here's a I don't want to call it a complaint, but something that people will complain about. This doesn't add anything to the overarching drama of Star Wars or even the Mandoverse itself. This is a very self-contained 2-hour adventure, right? 2 hours?
Yeah. 2:12. Yeah. Well, that's probably credits. So 2 for the story.
So this is a very self-contained adventure. I almost think so our coworker and his girlfriend, she wants to see this movie, but had never seen the show. And he's like, we're going to bench through that first, then I'll see it. I'm like, you almost don't fucking need to.
I don't think you really do. I mean,
you could watch this and then go back and get more lore if you want.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. This could just be used as a hook to be like, hey, watch this. Now watch the prequel series.
It doesn't. Sorry, I'm talking so much. I'm hyped. It's Star Wars.
This is your
yeah. This is your podcast, bro.
Well, then sit there and take it, guys. You don't need to know about the Mandalorian cult. You don't need to know about the politics. You don't need to know about the Empire and that. Like, this is like, here's a guy named Mandalorian, or at least that's what everybody calls him. He doesn't take his helmet off. That's fine. And he's got a little baby fucking Grogu. Like, that's, and they're bounty hunting. That's what you need to know for this.
So I've seen a bunch of reviews. Like, I looked through a lot of people's reviews on Letterboxd because I was curious, because it has it has a 3.2 on Letterboxd.
I think that's about fair.
Which is about fair. I gave it 3.5, and I was high for the people I follow. Like, most people were around 3. A lot of people were like 2.5. There's a few 1.5s. But the biggest complaint everybody has is what you said, that it feels like it doesn't have anything to do with anything, and it
doesn't. That's okay.
I appreciate and also I appreciate that and understand where they're coming from, because I appreciate that it doesn't, because they're not going into this movie assuming everybody has watched the whole show.
Yes.
You don't need to have watched the show, because there was a lot of people who said to me beforehand, like, well, do I have to know? I saw the first season, or I never saw any of it. And I'm like, it probably doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter. So there's that for those people. And then the other big complaint is that it feels like 2 or 3 or 4 episodes stitched together. And I'm like, kind of, but I don't see it the way some people, everybody is just like, it's painfully obvious. This is 4 episodes stitched together. And I'm like, no, it's really not painfully obvious.
I wouldn't say painfully obvious, but I will say I do see a season. This is a season.
Yeah, I agree.
There was a big thing about, like, one of the criticisms was that people were saying going into it that, oh, they're just repurposing what was going to be season 4 and making it into this. This was not be season 4. If you've watched 1, 2, 3,
no,
this has nothing to do with the overall story other than repositioning a little bit where Grogu sits with what's going on. It's developing Grogu more. That's the main thing here.
I just think, can I say something really, really quick?
Oh, say it real slow, dude.
I feel like this was just another way just to get more merch out there and just everybody involved, because nobody wants to sit through. Yeah.
I think it was their... They were late to the party, but they were trying to use the most popular thing aside from Andor to bring Star Wars back to theaters. It's been 7 years since we've had a Star Wars movie.
How pissed is Disney that they killed off Andor and Rogue One? Like, now, because they were supposed to be a one-off movie, and then all of a sudden this show came out and like, oh no, people love Andor and K2SO, but they also know they're gonna die. Like
Yeah.
they are so pissed they can't do a Rogue 2.
Just bring him back with spider legs, dude.
I've been love that. I've been listening to a lot of
He could be a hologram, right?
Yeah, he could be a hologram. I mean, we can write whatever we want, dude. Somebody with a super fast ship came and picked them up before the actual explosion that we didn't see. Whatever, but we're not going to do that. I hope.
Don't give them ideas.
Fingers crossed. I've heard a couple critics talk about this. I've been going back, like just kind of peeking in on some of the Star Wars critics that I like and dislike. The ones I dislike are just hating this, and they are just shitting on it. And anybody that likes it, they're like, "Oh, you're getting paid by Disney.
I wish.
Like you're only doing this so you can stay in good graces." Well, to the other people,
Okay.
we're not on their radar. But I've heard it being called a soft reboot of Mandalorian. And one of the terms that these guys these two Australian cats that I do enjoy, they talked about it. They said it's a soft reboot for a show that was lore heavy. And now you don't need that. So very much to Whitney's point, now you're creating new fans because this little 9-year-old kid that wasn't going to understand the politics of Clandalorians.
Correct.
Now he's like, this was fun. I enjoyed this. I saw a spaceship. I saw a fucking slug. Let's talk about the slug. I saw like fucking bounty hunters. Like Grogu. The thing that does advance is Grogu is becoming more independent.
Yeah.
Oh,
He has a whole fucking scene where he can't depend on anybody but himself for a little bit.
I absolutely loved Grogu and the monkey guys.
Azalans.
Azalans. I wrote Babu Fricks
Come on, baby,
in my
let's go.
review.
Derek, you are in good company because most people on the internet just call him the Babu Fricks.
And I will say,
I will accept that answer.
I call them monkey mechanics.
we happened to be sitting right behind some friends of ours, didn't even know they were at the theater. So afterwards, we were talking to them about it, and I told him they were bordering on, but in my opinion, didn't cross the threshold of too much cutesy shit.
Correct.
Like, because they had a lot of Grogu shit, they had a lot of Babu Fricks shit, and I was like, this is going to become too much for me. I know they're doing it for the kids and they're doing it for the toys.
Correct.
But I was like, there's a line you can cross where this stops being a movie and starts being a commercial.
Jar Jar Binks.
But it worked. Speaking of Jar Jar Binks, we got to talk about that alligator dude. We'll get there in a second. I thought it worked, and I thought all the cutesy shit actually was that was actually some of my favorite stuff in the movie. And when we teamed up Grogu with the Babu Frick clan and they jumped in that little tiny spaceship,
God,
I was like, this is going to get so annoying. And it did not. It did not.
Here's the
get
note
annoying.
that I made in my head. They're doing stupid baby shit, and I'm here for every second of it.
I loved it.
I loved it.
I audibly giggled and laughed at.
Here's why. You know why it works for Derek? I just thought of this. This is why it works for you. It's practical. If these were CG little baby fricks, you would be so upset. You'd be like, get these baby fricks out of here.
Let's talk about practical real quick.
Talk about drowning
so
them.
we saw in the trailer little Grogu swimming, right?
Yeah.
And we all commented on like, oh, you could tell it's a puppet and they're swimming and it's adorable. When these guys all fall in the water, I was like, somebody had a great job of just standing up there and hucking these puppets into a puddle, because the little Babu Frick dudes, when they hit the water and you show them going under, it's clearly a puppet that's not being controlled anymore because it's just arms out, just like floating.
I think we got it. No, we could do some more takes. I'll do a couple more takes.
Yeah, I
I've
could
got
do
the
this.
time.
I still got like 4 hours, guys.
You know what? You can clock me out.
These puppets don't have any of the electronic controls in them. These are just,
Yeah.
So I'm just going to huck them. I'm going to keep hucking them. The wetter they are, the deeper they'll sink when I huck them next time.
It's a good job. So I'm going to do a complaint. You've got Jeremy Allen White voicing Rotta the Hutt, and I can't tell.
I didn't either. I was like,
I knew he was doing it though. I knew he was good. So it had been a big thing in any sort of, I know Whitney's not following any of the Star Wars fucking pages I am, but it had been a big thing and had been announced, and I was excited for it because, I wanted that Chicago, like, hey, kind of, I wanted him to be his character on The Bear, but like drunk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't tell. And
It's modulated too much. And you know what? we have talked about this before. Actors don't always translate to voice acting.
This is true.
Maybe he's used to acting off of somebody, and now here he is sitting down in a fucking cardigan on a stool in a booth, drinking a cup of tea, reading lines. It may not, and I'm not talking shit about Jeremy Allen White, because I do very much enjoy that character or that actor, but it's flat, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the reviews that I read on Letterboxd, the guy gave it 3 stars, so he didn't hate it, but his whole review was just, did Jeremy Allen White give his performance over voicemail? And the answer is yes, because he was never on set. He never met anybody.
Oh.
He recorded everything beforehand, and on set they just played back his recordings for people.
So that's why they modulated the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
You guys remember the movie Rango with Johnny Depp as like a chameleon or whatever?
Yeah.
What he did for that movie, he had everybody in the same room, everybody standing there with microphones and headphones so they could play off of each other and get the right kind of connotation on everything, the right
and energy.
Yeah. And I think you need to do that when you're voice acting.
Because
you've got to
no. Sorry, I just real quick. When you're a voice actor, you don't need to do that. But when you're an actor that's doing voice work, you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because look at some of the great. I mean, you think Frank Welker didn't act from a closet? I know it's a bad example because that's fucking Frankie Welks.
I mean, a lot of these guys
from his recliner.
A lot of these guys. Who's Job?
Sam Witwer.
Job from Arrested Development.
Will
Arnett.
Michael. Will Arnett. He has talked about how he has like
a sound
booth built in his basement. Like, that's what he does, because he does a ton of voice work. But he's an actor, but he's also a voice actor. Like,
he's even said, he's like, I go outside and I suck a dart real quick, then I come out and I go, Ford, the truck you want. Like, his voice acting roles are that, or I'm Batman.
What you're talking about, that works really well. Like Jack said, for actors. Like, I showed you the video of the behind the scenes for Fantastic Mr. Fox, right?
I think so.
The Wes Anderson, his first, it wasn't animated, I guess. It's the stop motion. He literally had like George Clooney and all these people. They're wearing normal street clothes. They're not dressed in wardrobe, but they're out in a field running next to each other while there's a guy running next to them recording. So it sounds like they're outside running, and they're spinning in circles, holding each other's hands. So it sounds like they're spinning in circles.
Yeah, but that's Wes Anderson.
They're acting out while they're doing it, but he is a goof. But it gives you a different vibe. It's a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
And those are real actors, though.
Yeah.
Like, not real actors. You know what I mean? People actors.
Okay, but that is where I'm getting at. Like, obviously the voice actors, they're trained and but like highly skilled in this.
No, that's our new eugenics. We breed voice actors so that they can
what
just do AI. Yeah.
My parents just created trauma until I started making voices because I was tired of the ones in my head.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me the other day, it was some of our bar regulars. And I started doing a voice, and she was like, "Do you just workshop these on the podcast?" I was like, "Oh no, I do these alone." And it's like, "What?" I was like, "Just when I'm walking around the house." She's like, "You're rehearsing?" I was like, "Nope. I just don't want to sound like me sometimes." So I walk around their house. I'm like, "Look at that, we got another one over there." And it's just me by myself, like taking a pee. "Oh, I'm gonna have me a leak. I'm gonna go make me another drink. He's quiet."
I have witnessed some of these. I don't think he's remembered that I'm there.
Sharon Bigorn, I'm gonna make me some tea.
I don't turn on or off. I just am. That's a new shirt. So we talked about something bad. Let's talk about something good. Rotta the Hutt. How did you guys feel about seeing a fucking rocked up hut?
Loved it.
I went through stages.
Okay, let's hear them.
When they first introduced him, we did see the quick clip. Of course, we only watched the early trailer. I don't think I didn't see anymore. You saw the one with the Sam Elliott narration. I didn't watch it.
Yes. Now you can.
So I only saw the one shot of him in the arena from the back, and you could tell he was rocked up a little bit.
I mean, just the arms alone are already pretty fucking, they're longer than Jabba's. I saw people like, how are these two people the same species? And it's Rotta the Hutt and Jabba the Hutt. And the best answer I heard was Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger are the same species.
So this is one thing.
They were in fact twins.
There's a person that I've heard. There's a person that I follow on Letterboxd who is a host of another podcast that has nothing to do with us, that's way more successful than us. And he is known to hate everything.
Low bar.
He's known to hate most things.
Does it rhyme with piss stabbing.
It does. But he actually had a really funny thing about it.
I'm guessing he gave it a 3.5.
He gave it 1.5.
Ooh. He hates everything.
So when he's listing off things he didn't like, the thing he says is, what if there was a buff Hutt, but he was like a chill hang as well, is the way he phrased it. And I was like, okay, yeah. Because when they first introduced Rotta, whatever, I saw him and I was like, all right, he's a gladiator Hutt, so he's going to be a little bit ripped.
Yeah.
It is funny because he's still like a big fat slug on the bottom half, but he's just got like abs.
So, I mean, in the expanded universe, there was... Sorry, go ahead.
I did read about who you're about to talk about. The Dark Jedi Hutt.
Well, no, I was going to bring him up too, but there was also the other one that ended up being a ruler. Like, we've seen ripped up Hutts. The thing is, like, the Jabba and these other ones that we see doing like these fucking Hutt orgies in whatever sort of piece of deep fried broccoli they live in.
Good God. Oh, can I just say real quick, you said that in my head the whole time I was calling him broccoli.
Perfect, dude. Love that.
All the trees and stuff on this planet, or not trees, but the rock structures. I was like, it's broccoli. Anyway,
but
go ahead.
These Hutts that we know from cartoons and Jabba obviously are the product of what happens with unchecked power for so long. You become inefficient, you become slobbing, you become that. The Hutts, because they live for hundreds of years, they used to be badass warriors. I mean, you see it a bit with Rotta, but he's going back to where they came from instead of this evolution of becoming these slugs.
Oh, like the twins?
Well, the twins are the epitome of it. Jabba was right there too. But I just mean, like, this used to be they used to be warriors. I mean, just imagine this fucking dude coming at you. I'm sorry. I love the fight scene between him and Mando. Man, Mando's dead. I don't care if you got Beskar. You are concussed with a split skull. Your brain's not made of a scar.
It might be
at this point.
I did like that. I did like the fight scene because he gets. I can't remember what they call it now. The Djac match, whatever it's called. That's the name. That's the name of the chess.
It's the yeah.
That Chewbacca is. I'm explaining to a wife for those because she's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
That Chewbacca is playing on the ship in the first movie.
I do remember
that's
that.
The name, that's the name of the chess game. All the creatures that are in the fighting ring are the pieces in the chess game.
Oh, you were so close to Jarek.
Jarek. I knew it was something like that. I knew there was a D-E
It's
and a
our
JK.
name combined. It's Jack and Derek, Jarek.
It is.
Aww.
But like all those creatures, and I was sitting there watching it. I didn't catch it. I had to think about it later. I was like, God, these look familiar.
Yeah, like the little centipede with the penis mouth.
Yeah.
The stabby mouth.
The stabby centipede. The guy that has like two arms that come out at an awkward angle and seem entirely impractical.
No neck or shoulders.
Yeah.
He's all mouth and bicep. Oh, I want to rewind real quick. It's opening up with Mando doing his Batman stuff was awesome, right? Like, this movie kicks off with him just like shooting from the. We have an alarm going off, sir. Pew! Oh, well, that guy's dead.
Dude, just sneaky murder Batman.
Fan-fucking-tastic, dude. Bat DeLorean. But I want to point out when the guy that he's chasing, the warlord, gets away, when it looks like just when he has that ship that flies out of the AT-AT.
And it looks like an AT-AT head.
So that was a toy from the original Star Wars toy line from concept art that never got released.
I read that because I wasn't looking that up. I was looking at something else and it mentioned that.
Oh, okay.
It was like the Interceptor, INT-4 Interceptor or something like that.
INT, yeah.
And because when it launched out, I was like, well, it kind of looks exactly like the head of the thing. So it would have been a lot cooler if it was just the head of the thing shot off and he flew away.
I mean, if the head of the thing shot off and you just fucking had wings, dope. But that means that you think that the Emperor and Moff Tarkin were having their soldiers' safety in mind.
No, but it did remind me. It was I'm really cool, and last night watched Too Fast, Too Furious.
Dude, you are so fucking cool. Save a little pussy for the rest of us.
You know what? I struggled to stay awake because I was like so fucking tired, but I needed to finish the movie.
But there's the
it was
part.
that awesome.
Is that the bad one where Cole Hauser's the bad guy?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one where Cole Hauser's the bad guy.
That's actually not the worst one.
It's not bad. It's just
it's kind of my favorite out of all of them.
My review. This has nothing to do with Star Wars, guys. Sorry. My review had a comment that it was like they had Xerox the original script, but they lost some pages, and the ones they had were wet.
Oh. Well, don't film in Miami.
But the reason I brought it up is because that you just made me think of, it was the when Tyrese hits the button, he says "Ejecto Cedo, cuz," and like shoots that guy out of his car. Anyway,
is he workshopping like Ding Dong, motherfucker?
Exactly.
Is he workshopping taglines? So, Murder Batman, awesome.
Yes.
That guy, by the way, is from the show. We talked about him towards the end of the 3rd season, I think. Commander Barrow, Hemke Madera is the guy.
Yeah,
But I recognized him from the show immediately.
He was in Weeds a lot, Whitney.
What are these clans troopers?
Snow troopers.
Okay.
Oh, those are just the snow troopers.
We saw those in Empire Strikes Back.
I thought it was funny because we saw some without the
They have
like the veil.
Yeah.
The hood.
There was some without that.
They have
But those
hoods
guys
on.
had different helmets, and the way the eyes were designed, I was like, those guys look like they have bags under their eyes.
I'm so tired, dude. The Emperor's gone. The Empire's holding on by a thread. Sometimes I cook and I cook and I cook, and the Warlord comes home to a cold meal. He's been out. This is tough. But I can't leave him, Mom.
That's my favorite part of the opening. Mando goes up, puts the bomb on the one AT-AT's leg, so like it tries to step down, falls off the cliff like we saw in the trailer, jumps, and then he goes to the other one, and the guy's like, everybody get out there and kill that motherfucker. So they're all like weaponing up, and he just busts in and starts killing all these dudes. And these Clandalorian guys or not Clandalorian, Clan Trooper guys are running around, and he just comes in and just starts murking everybody, and they're trying to get away from him.
Yeah.
And he's just like, fucking strap you with a little missile and launch you into
Dude,
a wall.
you
He
got
shoots
these-
some shit. He's walking out of the room, and there's a guy rolling on the ground still alive, and he shoots some shit off the ceiling so it falls and lands on this dude. I was
Yeah.
like, this is so funny.
And it's great because it's brutal, but it's not rated R. Your kids can enjoy
There's no
death.
blood.
Dude, he murders the fuck out of some people.
I
in this
love
movie.
these 2 dudes before they get to the AT-ATs. The 2 dudes camp in the door, we're waiting for him, and he just flames the ground.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then immediately all those town leaders that are at the meeting.
Well, they didn't want to.
Every one of
there.
them just puts their hands up, except for the one in the front, and she just points at the elevator.
Yes, that was my favorite.
Yeah.
She's the one that even rolls her eyes when they do the whole like for the Empire. And she's
Oh,
just
none of
like,
them are happy
I
about
fucking
it.
hate this.
Because this guy's fucking him, just like all these warlords are. He's not part of the Shadow Council, as far as I remember. I don't think so. So he's not. He's like lower management at best.
I know we saw him in the show, so I thought maybe he was a Shadow Council guy, but maybe not a head one. He's someone's.
He's definitely not.
someone's
He's
second
definitely not
command.
in the. Yes, he might be that, but he's not in that hologram room
Yeah.
with Gideon and whatnot.
All right, now I want to talk about the catfish alligator guy.
Wait, I want to bring up Martin Scorsese
Oh,
We have to.
because that comes next. When they get
Oh,
to
yes.
the Chicago planet, what are these guys? Little monkey dudes?
Shikari.
Do
Four
they
arms.
always serve food?
Who?
Yeah,
oh
because
yeah.
he got 4 arms.
They're related.
Are they? Because I swear we have seen this species before, and he was selling food, right? I'm not
Well,
crazy.
No, you're not crazy. It's an
Okay.
Aldinian that we saw in Solo, played and voiced by Jon Favreau, and he's
That's right.
cooking-
He was the co-pilot guy. He was part of the gang.
Oh yeah, I do remember
Yeah,
that.
but he
guy.
was cooking.
So-
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna pull up the name because I cannot remember the last name, like Ronto or something. But Favreau had an interview where he's like, "Yeah, I just thought it'd be funny. Like I had a kitchen, he's got a kitchen, we got the same last name." So this is Rio Durant. Rio Durant is Jon Favreau. Hugo Durant is what we're seeing here in Mando.
Oh,
with
so they're
Grogu.
family.
Which, like, haha,
So, I mean-
Hugo, because Martin Scorsese
Oh, he did Hugo.
wasn't Martin Scorsese that did Hugo, or
He
was
did
it,
Hugo.
Was it?
That's
yeah, okay.
Scorsese.
Yeah, that's why I thought. I was like, was it Scorsese or was it Spielberg? It was Scorsese.
They're being
yeah.
cheeky.
But I did see in the opening credits it said Martin Scorsese, and I was like, obviously he's doing a voice.
Dude, keep that in your thumb, under your thumb though. Like or under your hat, please. I would have liked to have organically figured out that was him instead of the moment he talks. I'm like, there's Scorsese.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Was like he said one word, and I was like, oh.
He
It's
immediately
like-
was like,
But but if it didn't show his name, would you have been like, that kind of sounds like Scorsese? Like, would you have done a process or would have just clicked anyway?
I don't know.
I didn't realize who it was until he said it. Because again,
Okay.
I don't always look at who's up there. I saw Jeremy Allen White, and I was like, well, I quit looking now.
I definitely, much like Derek, when I saw Scorsese, I was like, I'm going to hear him right away. I know he's a voice actor, and now I'm listening.
I wasn't like thinking about it while I was watching the movie. Like I saw it at the beginning, I was like, huh, that's weird. Especially because of like all the online controversy of Scorsese talking about how the MCU movies aren't real movies, and like he's got the gif that's been going around for a couple of years now of him being like pure cinema and like talking about, and then he's doing a voice in a Star Wars.
But he respects Johnny Favs.
But I didn't
for whatever reason.
I saw the name and I kind of just didn't think about it. As soon as the little monkey man came in and was like started talking, I was like, that's Scorsese. That's Martin Scorsese. And it's like what oh, it was like when we went and saw. No, I had to think. It was when we went and saw Marty Supreme.
Okay.
And again, it's a director you wouldn't recognize. There's a moment where a director shows up. It's Abel Ferreira, and he shows up playing this like scumbag dude with the dog. And everything. As soon as he walked on screen, I was like, "Fucking Abel Ferreira in this movie? The fuck is going on?" And that's how I felt here. I was like, "Fucking Martin Scorsese's playing a monkey."
I think I'm tired of seeing Dave Filoni in movies. He's so Dave Filoni.
He's not good, and he literally has one line in this movie.
Who was he in this movie?
He's Trapper
He's
Wolf.
A pilot. Trapper Wolf.
The New Republic bar / home base. He's the one with the hat. They make sure to have a shot. Mostly he's in the background. They make sure to have a shot of him though when Mando walks in and he's taking a drink out of his mug. He's allowed to drink now because it's not on Disney Plus. He's taking a drink out of his mug. He's got a stupid fucking hat.
I had some spatchka. It's nice.
And then at the end of the movie, when Sigourney Weaver comes back, he goes up and like takes her helmet, and he's like, that's his only line. He says something like, "Okay, Lieutenant," or something. But like I watched him walk away from the scene, and he's just like, "There's a camera. There's a camera. There's a camera."
Like Deborah
he's
Chow
so
and Rick
fucking awkward.
What's his name?
Famuyiwa.
Like those two. No, but like those two actually can act and do their parts. Dave Filoni is just Dave Filoni in a hat always. Ooh, when Scorsese's character is cooking, he's got a big cracked mudhorn egg. Did you notice that?
Oh, I didn't. That's the fuzzy eggs.
Batter. Yeah. Because I was like, why has he got a hairy bucket? That's the fucking mudhorn egg from season 1.
Okay. I was too busy watching his invisible spit roast thing going on.
Dude, I wanted to talk. That's what I was like.
Loved that.
The reverse fucking pastor thingy where it's like,
it's a spit or the El Pastor.
I'll have the reverse pastor
or like the pastor but not vertical. But yeah, it's just this hunk of some kind of meat just rotating in the air.
Space spam, which is space ham.
Space spam. Yes. Oh my god, it's spam.
Space spam.
Space ham turns into spam. So yes.
Not gonna lie, I would eat the frick out of this sandwich if it didn't kill me. Like if it was like, can humans have this? Oh yeah. You'll shit yourself, but you can have it. I'm like, done.
Yeah, I'll shit myself.
I'll eat this on the toilet.
Hey horror friends, welcome to Tomb of Terrors. I'm Old Man Brad, your guide into darkness. Here, every episode is a journey into horror. I'm digging up the latest releases, having conversations with the filmmakers who bring these nightmares to life, or sometimes dragging in my friends to explore cult classics, like Bruno Mattei's Cruel Jaws. There's something spine-tingling around every corner. So whether you love a bloody Italian slasher, a chilling ghost story, or those hidden treasures scattered throughout Tubi, this tomb has something for every horror fan. Just dim the lights, cozy up in a blanket, and step inside. If you dare.
If you really enjoy listening to Bad Movies, Worst People, Just so you know, we do have Patreon. We have 2 different tiers.
That's right. Patreon.com/worstpeople. We have a $3 tier where you get early access to Han Took Shots First, our Star Wars podcast. You get a monthly newsletter. You get archived episodes that are no longer available on the main feed. Plus, you get our monthly mental health episode.
Which we need.
And we do. And there's also a $5 tier where you get all of that content. Plus, you get ad-free episodes from the main feed. And you get access to Latchkey Vids, which is our recap show about forgotten or never known television shows from the 90s, like Cop Rock.
Too soon, man. It was just too early. It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. So check out patreon.com/worstpeople. Help support this crazy endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys tell me, is this lazy or funny? So he's going to this planet and he's going to get Jeremy Allen White, Rotta. But he ends up having to find this Lord Janu coin, or Lord Janu, who also turns out to be Colonel Coin or whatever.
Yeah.
The guy that he was looking for. They have the deck of cards.
Love the deck of cards. Love that. That's such great bounty hunter Western shit.
It's also very Axis of Evil, War on Terror, early 2000s, because we had the deck of cards that George W. Bush did.
This was something that was happening. I think we did this in World War II as well. Oh, no, we were leaving those as calling cards.
But the guy who's playing Lord Janu, who we end up meeting, the actor's name is Johnny Coin. So they just got the last name from his real name.
I mean, it's lazy, but also didn't Wookiee come from somebody's last name?
Yeah.
That was
I
on
think
THX.
you guys talked about that.
I don't remember that now. I just remember in THX, the guy yells, "I hit a Wookiee." That's all
I want to say I heard it's not a proven story, but it was somebody who auditioned whose name was Wookiee.
He had it in his notebook the whole time. That was stolen from him.
I planned it. Put it in my notebook.
I do want to mention that Johnny Coin has been on the podcast before. He was on Bad Movies, Worst People.
Oh.
He was the Papa Greek guy on the boat in Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
See, now you did freeze.
No, you froze.
You froze.
You froze. You're still frozen. Oh, you're back.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay.
I came in at Lara Croft Tomb Raider and I wanted to leave again.
He was Papa Greek guy in Lara Croft Tomb Raider
Papa
Cradle
Greek
of Life.
guy. Hey, they call me Papa Boner. I think
right.
you know that. Everybody knows Papa Boner.
He's the one running the boat when those 2 Greek kids are trying to bang Lara Croft.
I tell people they're my sons, but really I like watching them suntan on the deck of my boat.
All right, so we've talked about the fight a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He got his Razor Crest back.
Let's talk a little bit about the laid back Jeremy Allen White thing, and then we'll talk about Gatori, apparently.
He's a catfish gator.
But Jeremy Allen White's character, I guess, so the only time we've seen Rotta before was the Clone Wars thing that made me stop watching it, right?
Yeah,
where he's like a little
movie.
He's a little ball
that
they have to save, and he's just like a gross little. It was I thought it was kind of stupid, but I was like, there's cartoon people. I was like, there's cartoon people who appreciate this when the twins are like, the only picture we have is old. And it definitely wasn't straight from the cartoon, but it was that version.
But it's close.
Because the cartoon, it literally looks like one of those little angry ball toys that we had as kids that we talked about recently.
Oh my God. I just realized that him and Ahsoka are in the same timeline. She's in a different galaxy right now. But
they could have sex.
They bonded in the cartoon.
Oh.
Didn't she call him Stinky?
I remember that she hated him at first. She thought he was gross, and then by the end of the thing, she didn't hate him.
I think she called him Stinky. Aww.
But he's got this like super chill, laid back attitude, and like this is what happens, I guess, when you're a crime lord who abandons your kid.
Yeah.
Because like Mando's like, he doesn't look like he's a prisoner, and then he goes back there, and dude's getting a massage from these little fucking dildo bots.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't really want to go. Like, I have one more fight tomorrow, and then like I get to go surfing all weekend by myself. So
yeah, I'm free.
This guy's totally not going to screw me over.
He's not going to put me in like a you have to die style death match.
I only had 6 sandwiches, but they were spams. They were spams. I am a Hutt agent.
2 of them. 2 what? 2 6 sandwiches.
2 6 sandwiches. You want 2 6 sandwiches? No, I want 2 6 sandwiches. I can't be more clear.
But I don't know how I felt about Rotta's attitude, really. It kind of was just kind of like weird.
I enjoyed it. I liked it. I thought it was nice that, I mean, it is your offspring tends to be the opposite of you, especially if you don't like them.
Like, I feel like the less attention you pay to your kid, the more they end up turning out like you.
It depends.
Yeah. Well, you give them examples. You don't tell them what to do. You give them examples of what to do.
Yeah. And I really liked that we had a good Hutt, not a piece of shit Hutt. I really, really like, even though nobody believed him at first, everybody was like, no, fuck you.
And he'll spend the rest of his life with no one believing him.
Yeah. But Grogu believed him. And seeing
I like
them play
what they're
on
trying
the
to
beach,
do. It's just, I think it's written lazy.
Oh, well.
There was something about it that didn't click.
So it was for
me.
my people, not your people.
It just doesn't seem genuine. We get it. You're trying to be a different Hutt, and that's fucking great. But at the end of the day, the performance is flat, and he's given the same speech over and over.
I disagree with you a little bit.
You can all you want.
I did know that Whitney was probably over there getting vapors in her eyes when they were hopping around on the beach playing together, though.
God, that was so fucking cute.
Yeah. There's plenty of cute moments, and that one's fine by me.
So now let's talk about the Gator guy, who apparently is named Gatori. Lazy.
Clever. What's the actor's name? Gabe Torrey?
No, it's Stephen McKinley Henderson. So I recognized his voice. I looked it up once we got home. This guy played Thufir Hawat in the first Dune. He was like kind of the spiritual assistant to Oscar Isaacs. He doesn't make it far in the first movie. He's a major character in the books, but they got to trim the fat somewhere. But he's a guy you would recognize if you saw him. He's been in a bunch of stuff, but I recognized his voice and it was bothering me, so I had to look it up, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't think the voice matched the Gator Man.
No, he needed to be more Southern for me.
Oh, God, please. But maybe they just don't want to go too on the nose.
I did get
You're
a kick.
in a swamp.
I did get a kick out of the fact, though, that this like lizard Gator Man is voiced by a black actor, and we just watched Maul Shadow Lord, where the lizard Jedi is voiced by
Dennis Haysbert.
Ooh.
Hello.
I'm like, I guess they just assume lizard people have like a deeper octave, like, hey, like I don't like, because like, both times I was like,
they
this
need
voice
to have an
seems
attractive
weird
voice
coming
for
out
an
of this.
unattractive feature.
Maybe I thought this guy was hot. Gator Man.
I mean, if I was of the same species as him.
No, I would have loved it if they would have put some more Southern, like Georgia, Florida line, like swampland, New Orleans.
Too on the nose.
I would have liked it though.
People complain about accents in Star Wars, even though they don't know where accents sound like in different places in Star Wars land. But
agreed.
When Bill Burr showed up, everybody was like, "What? So now we have Boston in Star Wars?" I'm like, "Yeah, who gives a shit?"
We've had Irish, we've had English. Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with fucking Boston accent? You think we can't fucking talk like this in space?
The first 3 movies, they were either British or American. We could throw some other people in there.
Yeah. It's okay. I wouldn't even mind a Jamaican accent in Star Wars now I'm thinking about it.
Ooh, what planet do you... Oh, they could do so much with the galaxy that Ahsoka's in.
You don't even need to make a planet. Just have like just a random bounty hunter or whatever, like a random officer or be whatever. Just have a Jamaican accent. Doesn't have to be a species thing. It's just the way that person talks.
But I had said earlier, speaking of Jar Jar, I want to talk about the Gator guy. Because the first thing he says is, "Methinks you're the one who took my fish," and I was like, "Oh no."
Yeah, we're gonna go back, aren't we? We're regressing. It is 2026. So
but that's the only way they did it. But like I guess this guy knew Grogu snuck up and took his fish, and he let him take it.
He knew.
I guess he just took pity on him because he's another little green man.
Yeah,
he's just a little guy.
Or he's met a Yoda species before.
Yeah, he also hates the Hutts. You can tell. So
who wouldn't?
Did you like the little what is it called, Easter egg with Grogu and his cane walking in the swamps like he's Yoda?
Oh, dude, his walking stick, and then he built a mud hut. He built a Yoda mud hut, dude.
I leaned over to Derek and I was like, walking in the room.
Dude, if he got attacked by birds, I would have lost it.
When he built the mud hut and he's pushing Mando into it and like clunks his head, The whole theater laughed.
Yeah.
And I was all right, people are into it at least. Like, because you never know what everybody's going around you's thinking, right? And I was like, whether or not they're annoyed, everybody found it funny when he was like, clunk. Then, of course, they had to do it 5 more times, and it was too much.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
But, like, the second one was funny, and then he did it, like, 3 more times, then realized he just didn't make the mud hut big enough. But that very first, like, it's this big spiritual moment. Grogu built this hut, and he's sliding his friend into there. I'm going to help you.
Not his friend, his dad DeLorean.
And then he's
his daddy
sliding him in there, and then just, plunk.
It was I enjoyed his little mud hands, like just a pat to mud.
No, that was cool. I like that. That's, and you know, it's some more of the kiddie stuff, but it works.
Okay, so we mentioned Grogu and the Babu Fricks on their little tiny ship,
yes,
which I saw it coming, and it still made me laugh when they're getting Mando out of there and they get to the ship. They're like, "We got a ship, let's go!" And they get there, and he's like, "Okay, well, I'll cover you because I can't fit in there, but."
He could curl up.
We get the Grogu gear up scene, and I was like,
"Yeah, we do."
Either Jack shit himself or was disgusted. I'm not sure.
Loved it,
dude. Just fucking putting on gloves, strapping on his little fucking armor,
making sure it's tight but not too tight.
He went Rambo.
They got so much more. I mean, there's still moments where you're definitely like, this is a puppet, but they got so much more articulation out of the puppet in this movie.
They did.
Oh, yeah.
And they got little teethers on him when he's more vocal, which I love. And it's not just like goo goo gaga. It's like he is trying to actually speak, but make his own words happen.
Was he the one when they broke into Rotta the Hutt in the jail cell? And Rotta looks over. It's Grogu. He has his finger to his mouth, and you hear shh.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that him making that, or is it Mando doing it while Grogu's finger like doing the pantomime?
I wasn't sure either because it was a really loud shh.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not sure.
I was way wrong. I would have put money down this movie was gonna end with him speaking.
I wanted him to say Papa.
Something like that. I was ready for something. Maybe not even Papa, but like, you ready to go, Grogu? Yeah. You know, something like that would have been just such a great, but they're not ready for it. I'm gonna trust in Jon Favreau for now. Dave Filoni a little bit less, but I'm gonna trust they have a plan for this. I say Dave Filoni.
Who's voicing him right now?
Grogu? I have no idea actually.
There's not actually a credit for it, so I don't know.
Okay.
But I sorry, real quick, just Dave Filoni. I'm worried that he can only write his own stuff, like about his stuff. Did you enjoy the bounty hunter that came after Mando?
I thought he was cool.
I like
just
the
don't
dog.
know. I only know his name
Kaibo.
because you told me.
Kaibo's the dog. Enbo is the hunter. He's a Clone Wars bounty hunter, and I love him in the cartoon. Super happy.
I was going to say, I remember seeing his cartoon.
Yeah, so he's in the Clone Wars cartoon. Super love this guy. Great design, very fun, very talented bounty hunter, and I'm glad I got to see him in live action.
Big complaint from me. It has nothing to do. Doesn't really have anything to do with Embo. It does, but doesn't. So he's got the like kind of. I said on another thing we were talking about Kung Lao hat, the big round hat, right?
Yeah.
Also, some of the droids that the Hutts have, which are all like pieced together, repurposed battle droid. Kind of
the
thing.
droid.
A couple of them have like a wide head, and I was like, this is going to get confusing. I know that it's not that guy, but there are other people here who don't, because Jack specifically mentioned Embo when we were talking about it recently. And he was like, I love that guy. So I was like, I can tell. But there are people watching this who are like, wait, what's the hat guy doing there? Didn't he just kill the hat guy? I guarantee you there's people who were confused because there's some of the droids.
Hat guy lived.
I know, but some of the droids had like a big round head, like kind of thing.
Yeah, they reminded me of what's the Solo story played by Phoebe Lawler?
Yeah.
LEE7
ended up being one of Whitney's favorite fucking droids ever.
L337.
Yeah, L337.
Yeah. She's got a kind of similar head.
And it was a weird design choice to do that. I did like how they had the droids pieced together.
The droid Gatra, that's like the collective, the army. I love them.
Because it was like
so annoying.
You had some that were like the big ones, which are the B2s, right?
Yeah.
But then they like some of them had the B1 heads on them. Like they were all like pieced
different
together. Like like it was like a B2 body with a B1 head, and like all these different like it's like they were like, well, we collected all the parts from a battle and we glued them together and made them work. But yeah, I liked Embo's stuff. I liked the dog. It was kind of stupid when
it's his second dog.
Yeah,
that's Kaibo. His first one was named same as a Inquisitor, Merrick.
I know. I liked Kaibo. He was a good boy.
Kaibo Crystal.
Well, that's how I remember, because I'm like, did he say Kyber?
I did think it was kind of dumb when the dog was like looking for Grogu at the Gator guy's house, and the Gator guy's like, "Get away from my fish!" And I'm like, "The fish is behind the dog. Like the dog has walked past the fish already."
No, when
Embo would have been like, "Okay, I'm leaving," and then just waited in the bushes.
Yeah.
I also think Embo be smart enough to be like, dude, my fucking dog is trained up like a motherfucker. He don't go after some fish until I tell him to. He's on a hunt.
Although I guess he's not that trained up because Mando does trick him with a blue cookie. So,
no, true.
That's how he gets him to stop. Dude, he kidnaps one of the. Or he kidnaps. The dog guy like takes one of those little Babu fricks.
He's like chomping on his arm.
He's like, I'm not gonna eat you. I'm just gonna tooth you.
It's a squeaky toy.
Do you know what it reminded me of? I know, like, Podcast Land doesn't know who Biscuit is. It's one of our daughter's dogs, but she'll get a stuffy and lay on her back, and she's a big Dutch Shepherd, and she will hold the puppy up as she's laying on her back and like hold the stuffy and then like gently tear it apart. If that makes any, if that like pretends to tear it apart, but she'll like hold it up and stare, almost like Simba.
Yeah, I was like, this little Babu frig is dead. That thing's teeth. There's no way that thing is picking anything up. And
it's missing an arm at this point. At minimum,
we don't know the biology of an Azalin.
Maybe it's like biting into a diamond.
They're very, very tough little guys.
They could be like silly putty for all we know.
I wish I could remember some of the stuff they said because they had a lot of lines. And
baby.
It's a woman.
Baby.
It's a woman named Shirley Henderson who's doing all the voices.
Ship is this way.
But yeah, when he's like, God, I can't remember. I was trying to. Some stuff happened and I was like, I want to remember that line, and now I don't. But it was like, we go get your daddy. It's just little things like that, and I was just like, I love it. I want to hate it, and I love it so much.
I know what Grogu's first word should be. Shotgun.
Bad baby.
Bad baby.
Like it should not work, but it does.
So one of the last things I want to talk about here. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, you know what's a beautiful fucking shot? Is the X-Wings and the Y-Wings in that fucking sun.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I was getting Top Gun vibes on this shit.
Okay, I felt like a cross between Renegade and Firebirds.
Thank you. She said Top Gun, and I was like, I'm about to reveal what a piece of shit I am, because I was like, that's the opening shot of Firebirds.
Oh, but then I led with Renegade. Dude, I don't know. It's something I didn't think I needed to see in Star Wars, and I fucking loved it. It's that very Vietnam, flying in. Like, if they would have played some fucking Doors to this, it would fit in so well. Needle drop Doors.
They're playing Fortunate Son. That's what they're playing.
No,
Creedence.
No, I like mine better. Creedence is for helicopters landing in Vietnam. Doors is on your way to go kill somebody or get killed.
Born on the Bayou of San Francisco.
Not the CCR song I thought you were going to do. I was born nowhere by you.
I have to go meet Yoda in a bayou.
Oh my gosh, we need to make Yoda or Candy Yoda or Grogu for Halloween before she.
No, that's mean.
Yeah, don't dress up dogs, guys.
No, I'm just gonna color her green.
Unless they like.
That's worse.
It's food coloring.
It's gonna stay forever. Yeah, cool fucking shot of some X-Wings.
Yeah, speaking of X-Wings, so everybody knows, I think at this point, that Sigourney Weaver is going to show up in this movie. And according to Sigourney Weaver, she wanted to do it because she wanted to work on screen with Grogu.
What?
I don't mind. No, I don't mind it.
It makes perfect sense to me. She's like, I've worked with a lot of other alien things, and they're always goopy and gross. I want to work with a cute one.
This is the nicest alien that I've ever... This one's trying to eat my snacks, not my insides.
There was a stupid
Not
thing.
my snatch.
I scrolled through the trivia to see if anybody. Whoa,
He's
that's
50.
me. That's me, by the way.
Oh, I thought you were saying Grogu's too young. I'm like, he's older than everybody here.
No, I was just thinking more like he got little sharp teeth. I was scrolled through the trivia, nothing useful.
He's got forced tongue.
But there was one person who was like, "This makes the 5th science fiction franchise that Sigourney Weaver has been a part of," and I was like, "5."
Ooh.
And so it was Alien, obviously,
Galaxy Quest.
Ghostbusters. See, they said that's the one I was going to get to. They said Galaxy Quest. I was like, not a franchise.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of being a shithead about it. It's not a franchise.
There's one fucking movie.
So
It's
go
not
ahead.
I mean, it's a
franchise.
franchise in the movie.
One movie a franchise does not make, though. It is a fictional franchise.
Start the list over again.
Alien, Ghostbusters,
Avatar.
Galaxy Quest, Avatar, and then this. Now Star Wars.
Okay.
So it's 4 because Galaxy Quest is one movie about a TV show franchise.
Yes.
Correct. So it's a fictional
so
franchise.
you're reaching.
I like Sigourney Weaver. She doesn't have a lot to do. She's mostly just like, if you're playing a video game, which it's Mando, we've talked about it. It is kind of a video game.
Yeah.
You're playing a video game. She's the one you get your quest from. And then at the end, she has like a message screen that pops up at the bottom. It's like, great job. I'll see you back at base. And then like the loading screen comes up.
Can we talk about how hot she looks, by the way?
She looks great, dude.
She looks great.
She looks absolutely great.
I love, so in the trailer, we saw this scene where Grogu is trying to like force pull over a bowl of treats and she takes it away from him. And to me, I'm like, okay, this is the first time they're meeting. But in the movie, it's clearly not the first time they're meeting. And he's trying to pull him over and she's just like, no, not this time. Those are my pretzels.
You are costing my snack budget to go up by triple.
Oh, another sidebar real quick, just because of Grogu snacks. When the Martin Scorsese monkey, Mando is paying him for information, and the last time he pays him, he's like, I didn't give you any information. He's like, no, I'm paying his tab, and Grogu's just over there eating pork rinds. But Sigourney Weaver, she doesn't have a lot to do, but she does it well. I like, she's kind of the she's the mission giver. She's the head of this bar, this tropical Vietnam bar planet thing that they live on.
Yeah.
China Beach, if you will.
But, and I know it's fan service, and I literally don't care. We get the moment in the conclusion of the movie of Sigourney Weaver swooping in a fucking X-Wing with the helmet on. There were people in the crowd, in the audience we were with, that were just like, yeah.
You had a better crowd than I did.
Yeah.
Mine laughed at some of the things you were talking about, but not the whole theater. Like the whole shoving Mando into the mud cave. It got a couple chuckles, and but it wasn't like the whole theater laughed. Nobody yelled "yeah" when she flew it. I was like, the X-Wing scene I love, except for one minor complaint.
Let's hear it.
How did nobody else take over Nal Hutta, the Hutt homeworld? Which, by the way, happy to see it in live action. I know it's Rockley Town, but I still like seeing it at least. This is like the hub, the heart of crime, underworld crime in Star Wars. Nobody else thought of bringing a bunch of X-Wings and bombers over?
Yeah, it seemed pretty easy. I mean, it was
well,
a
they
cool
thought they
action
were giving
scene,
them
but-
information. They didn't
You know
know
what?
that.
Well, he's just talking about in general. Why did nobody ever do it if all it took was this?
But back to my earlier point, this is the evolution of lazy, overfed, just gluttony and unchecked balances, or no checks, no balances. They just got lethargic. They're just having orgies and eating frog lizards.
You mentioned orgy earlier, and I forgot to come back to it.
Are the twins fucking?
This
No.
eyes wide shut Hut fucking, when Mando is walking through that first time,
Yeah.
and he's just looking into each room. It's literally eyes wide shut. He's walking through, looking into each room, and in each room there are just masses of sluggy blobs rubbing against one another. And I'm like, how are we having an orgy in Star Wars and no one's mentioned it?
First of all, they were playing jizz music. That gets everybody in the mood. It's hard not to have an orgy to jizz music, Derek. At least in the old expanded universe, Hutts were asexual, and they were. Is it what do you call it? Hermaphroditic?
Yeah.
Like they
Where you can
like
impregnate
a frog
yourself.
and shit. Yeah.
yeah. So like Jabba the Hutt got himself pregnant and then carried little Rotta for a while. It was a lot of fun.
Wait, but the hermaphroditic species like seahorses, they don't get themselves pregnant, do
No,
they?
seahorses are not hermaphroditic. There's boys and girls. Just the boys carry the babies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is more like Jurassic Park, if I have to tell you a real world thing. If we're gonna get scientific,
to Hutt Orgy Park. Eyes wide Hutt.
I insist on being here for each one of the orgies. Ew, Hutt DNA.
It's all over. Don't turn on a black light. It's gonna look like a fucking Jackson Pollock painting in here.
He just smothered like the end of Ghostbusters 2 with all that slime. Hutt DNA.
I love this town.
I'm a sticky this goo.
But yes, of course, the good guys win.
And the season's over.
It has no consequence in anything, but it's a fun adventure, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. And I know, okay, so a lot of the negative people, like the negative online voices, like everyone says the same thing. Oh, it's fun. Oh, it's safe. Dude, it is fun. That's not like a key word that anyone's told to use. It's literally just what this is supposed to be. And I've never said this in my life. It almost makes me wish I had a kid. Dude, if I had a little 9-year-old son or daughter that was into Star Wars, this is who this is for. And even older than that as well. But like a 9-year-old watching this is going to have a fucking blast.
And we've said it 100 times, and we'll say it more throughout this podcast. Star Wars isn't for adults. We are adults who enjoy it.
Yeah.
There's Andor that's an outlier.
Yes. But generally speaking, I mean, like when we talked about the prequels, we're like, this is for the new generation of people who want to enjoy Star Wars. And the sequels were for the new generation that is going to hate Star Wars because they were the sequels. But like, you can't, so many things I was reading, reviews I was reading were just like, well, what's the point of this? And this doesn't matter. And this is made like this. And
the point is I turned my brain off for 2 hours.
Yeah. It's a space adventure. Do you go to the newest Marvel movie and you're like, well, this wasn't Citizen Kane. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're going to a fucking popcorn movie to watch things go zoom, zoom, and blasty blast. And then like, oh, bad the baby.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. Star Wars is not. Yes, the first Star Wars changed the way movies were made.
Yes.
But not because of the content of Star Wars. It's because of the way it was made. The story had been told 100 times before and had been told 100 times since. More than that, let's multiply that by 1,000.
Yeah.
Like, it's been told and told and told, and it'll be told again. It's the same story we've always seen. The revolutionary thing was the effects. And yes, they're not revolutionizing effects at this point, but they did with the volume. Like they haven't stopped.
I mean, that is groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Something a lot of people don't know is that George Lucas only did Star Wars because he couldn't get the rights to a Flash Gordon movie. That's what he wanted to do. And it's kind of this like, I'll write my own space opera.
So he redid Dune?
Well, he borrowed from a lot of stuff. And also, was it Dino World and the Lensman? There's the Hidden Fortress. Like he's got, I would say, like 5 or 6 big influences that he just put into his own writings. Okay. And I wouldn't say stealing. It's just obvious where I saw what you read.
Yeah, no, the originals, it's straight out of Kurosawa's Hidden Fortress, like you said, and then it's Flash Gordon, it's Dune, it's the Joseph, whatever the fuck his name is,
Gordon-Levitt,
Joseph Campbell, thank you, the man of 1,000 faces thing. Like, it's the hero's journey. It's been told, it'll be told again. It's fine. This is fucking Star Wars. If it says Star Wars in the front, don't expect something that's going to change your life. Hope that you're going to have fun. And that's happened.
I mean, Star Wars did change my life when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy, like, as an adult, I can watch things through a lens like this movie where I was like, man, this is just a fucking fun little action bing bang, whiz bang movie that I needed. If I was a little kid, I probably would have got a ticket to this a day or two later.
There were moments where I was feeling a little disappointed, but then I had to remind myself of the things I just said. Because I'm watching it and I'm like, this is Star Wars back in the theaters. This should be this. This should be this. The problem is that sentence started with "this should be," and it shouldn't be any. It should be Star Wars, and it is Star Wars. It's just not laser sword Star Wars.
So good segue. If you don't mind, we'll start with our guest Whitney. First, give me a lightsaber, 0 to 5, 0 being the worst, 5 being the best. We have half sabers and quarter sabers.
Okay.
And when you do give your rating, give a little final thoughts on it. Things you may have liked, didn't like, whatever.
Remember, halves are Yodas and quarters are Khmer's.
I don't know who the fuck Khmer is.
Khmer was the guy from Acolyte. He had the little tiny
Manny
stabby
Jacinto.
Oh yeah. That's right. Oh god.
Sorry. What's his name? Jake Jordals.
I love that Whitney was on every one of those episodes and was like, "Who the fuck is Khmer?"
What did you just say to me?
I haven't.
Come here.
I haven't listened in a minute.
Since your husband started talking.
I want to give this 3.5. So 3 and a Yoda.
3 and a Yoda.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I was slightly sleep deprived, so on the stringy parts, like the stringy parts, the orchestral parts, yeah, less action where it's just nonsense shit. I started I physically felt myself nodding off and I had to move. I felt so bad for the guy next to me because I am just a shifty person in a seat.
Oh, I always feel bad for anybody next to me for that fucking same reason. I'm like, sorry, bud. Hope you don't get seasick.
Right. But no, I just had to sit and wait for like the 3 minutes for that to go over. And then the action would come back in and you'd see the sky over, and I will watch this again.
Yeah.
Probably not at the theater, at home, but I had fun with it.
We'll see if you have a chance to watch it in theaters again.
We'll save Mr. Star Wars for last.
Okay, so husband.
I already said earlier, but I did 3.5 on Letterboxd. I would be bordering on 3, a Yoda and a Khmer, but that's not a big difference. I just feel like 3.5 is about right, maybe a little too low because I did have a lot of fun, but 4 is too much.
Yes,
that's how I felt.
I'm somewhere in that range of 3, but we'll just call it 3.5. It's a fun little popcorn action movie. It's got some good stuff. I can agree with the people who are like, like you mentioned earlier, Jack, it's a lore heavy show. There's not much lore. We don't have anything. We don't have a Bo-Katan. We don't see Mandalore. We don't have any of that.
Right.
And I missed all that stuff. But as a standalone adventure, it was fun. One of the reviews I read, and the guy gave it 3 or 3.5, and he was just like, "Man, Mando and Grogu out here doing side quests."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yes, this is exactly what this is. It's a side quest, and I get why. It's what I said earlier. They don't want people who didn't watch the show to feel left out or lost."
Yeah, and I get
so
that.
that's it is what it is. But I had fun with it.
Could you imagine if Bo-Katan was on this though?
Dude, yeah, I was Katie Sackhoff's fucking cakes on fucking big screen.
Oh, talk about a D-box.
Talk about sitting up front.
Holy shit! I didn't know we got D-box tickets. You didn't. My seat's just vibrating.
That was my leg. Yeah, I like everything you guys are saying. No, however you feel about this movie, I think you're right. So I'm going 3 flat because I did not hate it. There are things that I wanted, and Derek, you said it perfectly. It's like, should have been this. I wanted this. It's not my movie. And it's a perfect little fucking 2 hour. I didn't feel like it was 2 hours. Whitney is correct that there are a couple lulls where I knew exactly when to take a pee break. You know what I mean? I was just like, this is a perfect time.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh, dude, there's some other callbacks. I love the dragon snake that ends up wounding him. That's the animal.
Yeah, I
on
wanted
Dagobah.
to ask about you.
That you wouldn't ask about me.
Sorry, I wanted to ask you about that.
So that's the creature in Dagobah in episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, where it eats R2-D2 and spits it out. You don't see
is that what that is? Okay,
yeah. But you do see it in the Clone Wars. Obi-Wan Kenobi kills one.
Because you're talking about it, I'll let you finish. But I love that thing.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you're done.
It's a practical head, by the way.
You could definitely tell it was a practical head. Obviously, the wide shots of it are all CG.
Right.
But you could tell when he's fighting to get out of the mouth and stuff, it was practical.
Like, they built that big fucking sculpture, and it's gorgeous.
But the CG stuff, when it first comes up out of the water and, like, the lengths of the snake are kind of, like, slithering over each other, and it's, like, doing that, like, thing where it looks like a snake's going to make a knot out of itself, but it never does. It looked amazing, even with the CG. Like, it looked so cool. And that thing was really fucking spooky. This big albino snake.
Yeah.
So I might
With a
change my
gator mouth?
rating on my second watch because I am gonna. It's like I think very much Whitney. I'm not gonna watch this in theaters again. I might purchase it on my physical collection for when I just like honestly when I either just get home from the bar or get home from work and my brain is fried. Like that's what this is for. Or oh my god, my nieces who are starting to get into
Oh,
Star Wars.
yeah.
I'll put this on my physical media just so I can introduce it to the girls.
I love
I mean,
that.
I'm definitely gonna buy it. I have everything else. It's not just a completionist thing, but I have every other Star Wars thing that's come out except for
Boba Fett.
oh, there's one of the physical things I didn't get to buy. Boba Fett never came out on physical. There's one I didn't get to buy. Oh, and I don't think I bought Ahsoka yet. I might have.
Ooh, did they
What
put out
were
a physical for? Sorry, real quick. Did they put out a physical for Skeleton Crew?
No, they did not.
I hope they do.
What were the stingray frog things in the same pit as the snake?
Oh, I actually don't know, but those were practical as well, and I really like those.
I did like that suit. It's like
Dude,
a
man-
cobra head.
Yeah, that reminded me of something. There was something I watched recently that had like a cobra head, kind of like flat face thing,
Yeah.
and I can't think of what it was.
That's why I said
Mando
stingray.
might be one of the best pilots in Star Wars, by the way. He doesn't have the force, and like we saw it in the show that he gets out of scrapes all the time. Dude, when he's got those ships chasing him and he's in the Razor Crest, and he's like, kill this engine, do this, do this. He is a phenomenal pilot. If he can get that rust bucket thing, that big bucket of bolts going, he's great.
Yeah, so overall, I mean, pretty happy. It's
I
not.
think
It's
I was
not,
the lowest with 3, and that's still a fucking good one.
yeah, it's not a Star Wars Skywalker saga like, oh, this is our 5-star New Hope, whatever. It's just a fun little side adventure. Yeah, it's weird to have your return to live action after 7 years be an inconsequential action movie, but I don't mind an inconsequential action movie.
This is foreplay.
Yeah.
That's a little fucking tease, man. That's great.
I mean, we have, was it about a year for Starfighter, yeah.
Which sounds like it will not be inconsequential.
Okay. It's going to actually have something to do with everything that's going on.
We know it has a lightsaber duel.
Oh, yeah, because Tom Cruise filmed it.
So we know that.
I have no qualms with the fact that there was 0 lightsabers in this, by the way.
I think that's fine. I think that's more than fine because Andor didn't have lightsabers, or Rogue One didn't have a lightsaber till the very fucking end.
I mix that with Jedis. Like Jedis use lightsabers.
Well, and yeah,
or
I
Sith.
guess if we had brought in Bo-Katan, we would have had the no, that's gone.
Yes, right now it is. I think we can
Yeah.
save that black kyber crystal.
Yeah, I forgot it got destroyed though at the end. Go see it in theaters, even if you're not super hyped, because the more money this movie makes, the better chance we have of getting more Star Wars in theaters.
Yes.
It's so hard supporting the Empire, but I need more Star Wars.
I don't think it's gonna. If this movie did really well, I don't think it would disappoint, or I don't think it would change the. Like, it wouldn't influence them in a bad way, where they're like, "Well, this is what people want: is inconsequential movies that have nothing to do with anything." I don't think that's the message they would get. I think they would get that people want to go and see Star Wars in a fucking theater.
Don't forget, you can also buy merch from us that has the red hat that says "Make the Empire Good Again."
We've
And
got
then-
Andorable t-shirts.
and Andorable t-shirts. Well, thanks for having me on, and I'd like
Thanks
to
for
thank
being here.
Magilla Gorilla
Yes,
for their music. Thank
Thank you for the music. And our next episode on the main feed, it's all the same feed, but the next episode of Bad Movies, Worst People coming up on Monday is Mortal Kombat from 1995, because we're doing a Rest in Pictures month. We're talking about people who died last year. And I decided to start playing Mortal Kombat and can't get past Goro, so if you guys would hook a brother up.
The trick is you have to be Raiden and do a little crotch punch of your own.
I told Whitney, I was like, I have to just cheat and be Scorpion and just be like, get over here, uppercut, get over here, uppercut. But if you miss with one of them, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second Goro
Yeah.
touches you, you're fucking toast.
Dude, I hope Patch is listening right now. Like, oh, Derek's an idiot. All you got to do is.
But that's the next episode coming up on this feed. And then our next Han Took Shots first episode will be the first episode of Ahsoka,
Maybe.
Master and Apprentice. I think.
might
Oh,
have to
maybe
be
that's
on
right.
that,
We had
guys.
talked about maybe doing something where Jack does like kind of a deep dive on Embo.
Because Embo is
Okay.
my favorite bounty hunter in a long time. Like, I mean, Boba Fett's my favorite bounty hunter. That's just clear. But like out of that Clone Wars era, Embo is my favorite.
I might have to be on that just so I can learn some shit.
We might have that in between now and then. So either way, in 2 weeks, you'll either hear Embo chat or you'll hear Ahsoka episode 1.
Become a patron and you'll find out what's coming next.
Patreon.com/worstpeople. You also get these episodes early, ad-free, and uncut, except this one. Because this is being filmed or recorded, edited, and posted in a 2.5 day period. It will be ad-free, though, for the patrons.
Yes.
Good luck, asshole.
But until next time, I've been Derek.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Whitney.
Tuanawanga. Dude, he says Tuanawanga to a hut.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Welcome to my balls. Zeb Aurelius. We didn't even talk about Zeb Aurelius, dude.
But just telling Zeb Aurelius, though, to rip that whole panel out. He's like, just rewire this and this. He's like, yeah, I'm a pilot, not an engineer. He's like, pull the whole fucking thing off. And he's like, got it.
Got it. How did you guys feel about Zeb Aurelius?
I mean, it was fine. I felt like he was there for cartoon people. He didn't do much.
Yeah.
I think it's a good way to introduce him, though. He felt like he was Mando's handler. Like, it's like, dude, we got to have somebody from the New Republic with you. And I think that he will be in Ahsoka. It's just my thought. Because he's from the Rebels, cartoon. So I think he'll be in Ahsoka. Good introduction to him. He's not jarring to see in doses. So maybe they're trying to pepper it in. So when we do get him as a main character, it won't be so weird.
How do you feel about Rotta Hutt being part of the rebellion?
I'm fine with it.
He's New Republic.
Or the New Republic. Sorry, the New Republic now.
I'm fine with it.
I like those two together, by the way.
He's doing a big redemption. He's doing a full fucking swing. Like, I am not my father.
I mean,
because he could go back to Null. He should go back to Null Hutta now that everybody's dead and be like, cool, I am ruling, but I'm going to be a fucking benevolent ruler because they've had that before. Not them, but the, what was his name? It's like Gorjo the Hutt or something. It's so on the nose. It's like so Star Wars. But yeah, that would be a fucking cool thing, man. And be like, hey, I am the Hutt, but I'm not that Hutt.
Yeah, I did. Thank you. I was hoping you'd like it because I did really like it. And I really like that Zerelia.
Zeb Aurelius.
Zeb
Zeb is his name.
Zeb, yeah. Zeb is...
I like that Zeb was like, I got some clothes that can fit you.
I might have a uniform that fits him. No, you don't.
He's got
I think that was for me or the cartoon people, and maybe I'm reaching, but Ezra Bridger, his when he was his undercover name was Jabba the Hutt.
Oh,
like he would always tell, like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Jabba the Hutt."
I mean, I guess Zeb has big, broad shoulders. He's like, I got a uniform that'll fit the top half.
All right, if we stitch together these two jackets, you're gonna look great.
I really did like it.
Zeb and his people have a really cool story. He's one of his people got wiped out by the Empire almost all the way. The Lasat, because Lestat is a vampire.
Yes.
But the Lasat people, he's got it. We'll do when we run out of live action. I'm gonna start cherry picking cartoon episodes, and I think that'll be one that Whitney will want to see because you'll like him and his people.
Okay, cool. I'm down.